All right, and welcome to the latest episode of Real Reviews. And of course, this week's reviews are brought to you by thefilmgordon.com. Experience film through the eyes of a true film addict. That would be me. I am Tim Gordon, editor in chief of thefilmgordon.com. And on this show, we discuss my views of upcoming films. You can also read or listen to past reviews on thefilmgordon.com. Now, this week on the show, we review Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey, which is an upcoming Christmas musical written and directed by David E. Talbert, Morgan State grad. And the film tells the story of a toy maker and his granddaughter who construct a magical invention, which, if they can get it to work in time for the holidays, could change their lives forever. Of course, the film stars Forest Whitaker, Phylicia Rashad, Anika Noni Rose, and introduces Madalen Mills, who I will talk a lot about later on in this review. Now, as the story starts, there are a couple of young kids, and it's clearly the settings around the holiday season, who, surrounded by a huge tree, and it's at night. It feels kind of like a night before Christmas sort of a scenario. They're kind of downtrodden, and their grandmother, played by Phylicia Rashad, comes in and they ask her to read them a bedtime story. She introduces a story to them that they've never heard before, and the story is called, of course, Jingle Jangle, Christmas Journey. The story covers the greatest inventor in the world, a man by the name of Anika Jangle, played later on in the film by Forest Whitaker, and tells the story that on the night of his greatest triumph around the holiday seasons in his shop, Jangle and Things, he has a toy that he creates, which is kind of like not a life-size doll, but like a living doll that he brings to life. And when he goes to celebrate, he leaves the toy in the care of his assistant, Gustafson, which is later played in the film by Keegan-Michael Key. And of course, much like the snake in the Garden of Eden pouring poison in Eve's ear, which caused her to bite and eat the apple. In this case, it is the small little doll named Don Juan, voiced by Ricky Martin, who pours poison into Gustafson's ear, convinces him to steal, Anika Jangle's book of inventions, as well as his toy. And 30 years go by, Anika Jangle has almost lost everything. The love of his wife and daughter. His business is almost crumbling. Meanwhile, across town, Gustafson has become a tremendous success with all the stolen inventions that he got from Anika Jangle. And that kind of is the basis for our story. Just as he is broken and kind of ruining his life, his granddaughter, named Journey, played by the amazingly talented young Madalen Mills, comes into his life. They share a lot of similarities, and the two, over the bonding of their relationship, she also helps bring him back to let him know that nothing is impossible as long as you believe. Now, this film, man, I mean, it's a Christmas musical, as I said, and I would be remiss if we did not talk about the 7 fantastic songs that made this film, largely anchored by Grammy-winning producer and songwriter Philip Lawrence, as well as nominees Davey Nathan and Michael Diskett, who submitted songs to this film. John Legend, of course, a 3-time Black Reel Award winner and Grammy Award winner, also submitted a very instrumental song that's important in the film, which I will not reveal. I'll let you check it out. David E. Talbert, who this is his third major release. He released First Sunday back in 2007. Back in 2013, he had Baggage Claim. He's done some smaller work and he's gone back into the theater. But this is kind of his third film. I have to say, and I'm kind of prejudiced because I've seen all his films, this is easily for me Talbert's best film. What he has created here is not just a wonderful holiday film, but he's created what I think is a holiday classic. This is a film that I easily can see families pulling this film up either on streaming services, on DVD, year after year, and wanting to watch it. Talbert himself, who was inspired to make this film because he has a young son and he wanted to share the magic and the holiday spirit with his son. After he showed him some older films, Willy Wonka and films such as that, his son liked the magical elements of the film, but representation matters. And this film is a very diverse cast. As I said, Ricky Martin stars in this film as well as Hugh Bonneville, along with a very talented cast of a lot of actors who many of us have never seen before. But Madalen Mills, this young woman, you will definitely see her again. She, to me, and all these veteran actors that are in this film, Forest Whitaker, Anika Noni Rose, Phylicia Rashad, we know them, they're kind of established, but Madalen Mills is kind of the engine, the heartbeat, the soul that really makes this film work. And I'm really anxious after watching this film to see where her career is going to take her. She is magical in this film. We hear the term of black girl magic. That is black girl magic in spades in this film. You know, she's got a sharp mind, just as sharp as her grandfather. She has to figure things out. She doesn't cower. She is a strong black lead. And what I love about the film is that her character burns so bright, but it reminds me of a lot of aspects of, I like to call it a raisin in the sun sort of a syndrome, where it's a story told that has many black and brown faces, but it's a story that's universal, that could have been any ethnicity, that could have made Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey work. But thank God that David E. Talbert was inspired to create this masterwork. I like this film a lot. I've watched it several times. I just think that he hit on something really special, and it has kind of that it factor that you know it when you see it, you can't really explain it. And it's one of the few films that I've seen recently, as soon as the credits wrapped and it went to title card, I just stood up and clapped. I just thought he did an amazing job with this film. I'm gonna give him a B+, almost borderline an A- for Jingle Jangle, because not for what it is now, but for what I think it will be in the future. This is gonna be simply a holiday classic. So for you folks who love Scrooge and those in my community that love this Christmas so much, here's another film that you can add to the list as a must-watch holiday film, Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey. It debuts on Netflix. I wanna say it's November the 15th. I could be wrong. Consult your local Netflix, but trust me, whatever the date is, get your family together. This is a movie you guys need to sit down and watch together as a family, and you'll thank me later, please. So as I tell you guys in closing every week, please see something good at the movies. Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey, and it introduces Madalen Mills. Everybody else is good in this film. Madalen Mills is really, really special. So until the next time we talk, you guys enjoy your day, and we'll be back soon. You can check out this review on our YouTube page at Film Gordon, or you can check out, as I said earlier, at thefilmgordon.com if you want to check out this and past reviews. We'll see you guys on the other side. You take care. Enjoy.